Hello everyone and welcome to our presentation on the second-hand shop management software developed by our team. My name is Promis Thapa and I'm thrilled to have this opportunity to walk you through our project. Before we dive into the details, let me introduce you to the talented individuals who work tirelessly on the project alongside with me. First off, we have Mahesh Subedi who played a crucial role in developing the backend using .NET and deploying it on Azure. Then there's Suryaman Kadim who superheaded the front-end development using Next.js and expertly managed deployment on AWS. And of course, there's me, Pramis Thapa, serving as the Scrum Master responsible for orchestrating our development process, handling tickets in Azure DevOps Kanban, and ensuring through documentation throughout the project lifecycle. Our goal was to create a comprehensive solution that streamlined the management of a second-hand shop, covering everything from user authentication to inventory management and sales tracking. A part of this project, my primary responsibilities included developing the login and sign-up pages using Next.js, overseeing our agile development process as the Scrum Master, managing tickets in Azure DevOps Kanban, and ensuring thorough documentation to support our project. I took great care in designing the login and sign-up pages to provide a seamless user experience while prioritizing security. Additionally, I maintain a well-organized Kanban board in Azure DevOps to track our progress and allocate tasks efficiently. Documentation was also a key aspect of my role, ensuring that our project remains well documented for future references and scalability. Throughout the development process, we adopted an iterative approach, deploying multiple versions of both the front-end and back-end to ensure steady progress and integration. In version 1, we successfully created the login page in the front-end and developed the corresponding API for user authentication, ensuring seamless login functionality. In version 2, we expanded our front-end to include the dashboard page and other essential pages, while also creating APIs to support these new features, further enhancing the usability of our software. And finally, in version 3, we polished the UI to perfection, incorporating user feedback and refining the design for optimal user experience. Additionally, we created APIs for all pages, ensuring full functionality across the application.
Hello, my name is Suryaman Kedim, and today I'm here to present about our agile workflow. So at first we implement a token system to track our tasks. Each time we start a task, a token is created either by the team member or by the Scrum Master. These tokens signify the commitment to working on a specific task. Once task is complete, the corresponding file is pushed to the repository, making the task is as done. In our Git services, we follow the strict branching strategy for each feature, such as the authentications, product additions, UI libraries, UI layout, or the bug fix. To streamline our development process, we rely on the powerful tools. Our one of the best choice, IDE choice, which is the Visual Studio Code, provides a seamless coding experience, and we enrich the with extensions. Like one of the best extension is the GitHub Copilot, which generates the code. We can see here. It is. We can see here it can generate code by reading our code, and it can generate the code like this. We can see here our UI design. We utilize the React framework with the Next.js system implementations for UI. For when it comes to the debugging, we use ChatGPT and the other online forums to debug our code. For UI component, we rely on the Next UI library, which is built top of on Tailwind CSS, enabling rapid development of seeking responsive interface.
Hi, I'm Mahesh, and I'll be explaining my part for the contribution of my work in second-hand SOP app. Basically, we named it as Unithrift. So, as a backend developer, I was responsible for creating APIs that I did on .NET 7, and I use Microsoft Visual Studio for the development. And I have also integrated the Swagger. So, these are the APIs that I created. So, I mostly use Postman to test the APIs. For it is provide the easy interface for the repetitive task, and we keep our code in the Azure repos. That is the Git integrated within the Azure. So we created two different projects for the API and the front end side. So I have done some unit testing as well, and as a DevOps engineer, I was also responsible for creating the CI/CD pipelines. So this is the build pipelines that I have created. So this is for the API and this is for the front end side. So we have multiple builds. So for the release, we have two different pipelines, the release pipe API for and the front end pipelines. So this is the front end release pipelines and this is the API release pipeline. So whenever a new build is on the build pipelines, so the release pipeline is triggered. So the development is automatically triggered while the production is environment is manually triggered. So we need to approve for the production environment to be triggered, and we hosted this application on the Azure app service. So these are the different apps we basically created to host our app. So we also created the app service for our front end sites, but due to the lack of support for the Next.js with Azure, we rather used AWS Amplify. So it's provided an easy interface to host our application. So we also downloaded the code from Azure repos and ultimately ended up using the Azure GitHubs to integrate the CI/CD thing on the AWS Amplify. So this is our front end side that we basically developed.